weather down in Florida could be quite humid, quite hot, even at this time of the year. But we often see these storms each year, the hurricanes, and they just seem to get stronger and stronger, more powerful.
Right, yeah, we're seeing this more often, unfortunately, and we're still getting those reports coming out of even Georgia, the Carolinas now, hundreds of thousands of people without power. So hopefully everybody down there is still sheltering and okay at this point, because the storm is not done. As we move forward into the rest of this Friday afternoon, folks, the impacts are now moving northward with this storm. Again, just the expanse of Tropical Storm Helene at this point is just crazy impressive, with the rainfall stretching hundreds of miles from all the way back along the Mississippi River back into the East Coast in parts of Virginia, North Carolina. Now, we are seeing some of that heaviest rainfall that led to life-threatening flash flooding in the mountains of North and South Carolina. Look at all of these emergency flash flood warnings there. A very unfortunate circumstance taking place from that heavier rainfall. That's now moving northward and wrapping west into parts of Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. Meanwhile, there is some heavier rainfall off to the east on these outer bands, and some of the red boxes that are popping up here, those are tornado warnings in North Carolina that we have to pay attention to closely as they move north. But at the moment, well, it's just gray and soggy. We haven't seen any of the major impacts from Helene. We are hoping that continues to be the case as we go into the afternoon, as this system continues to weaken. So far, there we go. We've had that light wave of rain from earlier this morning lift northward. We are seeing some scattered pockets of steadier rain that are on and off, moving through the heart of the DMV, including the district at this hour. But we're paying attention to the south. One of those bands of heavier rainfall is starting to lift up through central Virginia, the Charlottesville area down towards Stewart's Draft, getting some of that heavier rainfall here in the yellows and the reds on the map. And as that lifts northward, it is likely to dissipate a little bit. The places like Orange, Culpeper, up to Warrenton and Luray could feel the brunt of some of that heavier rainfall if it holds together within the next hour. But for the most part, yeah, that's it. This is all the rain we've picked up over the last 24 hours. Going back to this time yesterday, not even a tenth of an inch, and that is playing in our favor here as we go into the rest of the day. Any heavier rainfall we get shouldn't cause us any problems as long as it doesn't linger about. But the excessive rainfall outlook, there you see it here in the yellow. That higher risk is back toward the Blue Ridge, the Shenandoah Valley. We could see some heavier rain north and east, but overall that chance is lower. And down across portions of Virginia, southern Maryland, we cannot completely rule out the possibility of some thunderstorms and that threat of severe weather. There's always a chance for a spin-up tornado with these tropical systems as they pass on through and weaken. Now, here we have it on Futurecast. That wave of heavier rainfall moves north as we move toward the 3-4 o'clock hour. The next couple of hours will be interesting to watch. There's some of that heavier rain down toward the Culpeper area. But notice here on our Futurecast, that band breaks up and it's going to be more scattered rainfall. And this is going to be our saving grace from having to deal with any sort of major flooding problems. The rain will be scattered, broken up enough that, yes, it will rain heavily at times as we go toward 5, 6, 7 o'clock this evening, but those batches of heavy rain will quickly move on and then we'll get some dry time. So overall, this is some good news. Good things to see here as we do dry out even more as we go overnight into your Saturday morning. And as Helene's remnants stay off to our west for a brief bit of time, we actually could see some sunshine breaking out in parts of the region tomorrow in between some isolated showers. Not too bad, if I do say so, with that start of the weekend. So we'll get through the worst of this heavy rain today. Tomorrow we catch that bit of a break, but Helene's remnants roll back toward us Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's going to be another soggy stretch with on and off rain expected each of those days.
Fingers crossed as